This week on Machinery Pete TV, Ken Darby's retirement sale features some dream machines, like this 2011 Case IH Patriot 4430 sprayer loaded with options. What's red and green and jumbo-sized? We'll take a look. And Pete's watching the price trends on mid to upper horsepower used tractors.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers, a big iron company. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. For farmers working to lift, change, and repair tires, check out the Tire Grabber at thetiregrabber.com. Protect Systems, it's what professionals choose to clean, polish, and protect their equipment. Protect Systems products are easy to use and provide consistent professional results every time. Big Iron Auctions and the Share Your Legacy program, promoting the future of agriculture with amazing legacy stories from across America. Hey folks, welcome to Michigan. This week, Machinery Pete TV, we're in Allegan, Michigan for the retirement auction for Darby Farms. Now, if you don't see anybody milling around, it's because it's an online sale by our friends at Big Iron. And I tell you, some really nice equipment on the sale today, including a 2014 9230 Case IH Combine, could be a hot seller, and then a sprayer, a 2011 Patriot 4430. Those things have been pretty hot lately. Now, before we get rolling, it's time for Share Your Legacy from our partners at Big Iron.
This week, we travel to Manning, Iowa, where a Hereford cow operation has been going strong for 5 generations.
Well, it's Weiss & Sons Good Doing Bulls. It was a cold winter night, and I was in my dad's office, and he was doodling. He drew our logo out, and then I seen him lean back in his chair and thought for a minute, and he said, "Good Doing Bulls." We're a multi-generation operation, and I'm fortunate to have 2 of my sons in the operation along with my wife, and we are in, of course, the seed stock business, mostly selling bulls to commercial operation.
And it's just something that I feel like it's in my blood, and I think that's what kind of keeps me going every single day, is just to see the progression and the progress that we make.
Behind us is some just bulls that we are pretty excited about. Every year we keep back some of our own home-raised bulls that we have aspirations to make them future herd bulls for us.
We analyze the data, the phenotype, you know, all the nitty-gritty about them, and just make sure that they're out of sires that we're proud of, and most importantly, the mothers. Just like you know, a lot of folks will say in the cow industry, every good bull comes from a great mom, so we got to make sure they've got the good maternal instincts, great udders, good performance behind them, and looking forward to getting them into production here maybe this breeding season.
My brother Chance is, quite frankly, my biggest role model. Getting to work alongside him is one of my just true blessings in life, and it's really fun, quite frankly, because we're so driven and have the exact same passion that it's not really work. It's more so we get to grow this business together and hopefully grow our families together right alongside.
Well, we've always had a good mind of working with each other, and we've always had a joy working with each other into how to make our cattle better, our land better, and our lives better.
For over 40 years, Big Iron has been America's trusted name in auctions. From farm equipment to real estate, to livestock and classic cars, we offer full service support to all of our sellers. In 2022, Big Iron acquired Sullivan Auctioneers in an effort to elevate the level of service provided to our customers. Both companies sharing similar small town origins, our stories begin the same. Combined, our over 80 years of experience has established best practices to better serve our customers in the online auction space. With our large online selection of equipment, engaged bidder base, and full service approach, we take pride in consistently exceeding our customers' expectations. Big Iron Auctions and Sullivan Auctioneers. Truly, we are better together.
And once we tried it, we knew right away that this was a really good product. Very safe because the tire grabber grabs it very securely, and it's easy to move around, and it's just much safer and quicker.
Bought the tire grabber 6 months ago, and since we bought it, it's sped up our work doing sprayer tires and farm tractor duals, and it's cut our time probably in half on that stuff.
I'm here with John Witter. You have quite a new solution that is going to have a lot of interest, I think, from the farm side and the dealer side.
The system allows us to restore paint back to or better than factory new condition, and most importantly, we can seal and protect that paint so that we do not have to polish it again. The product bonds to the paint and just wipes off with a beautiful finish and shine.
The difference in that's amazing.
It's pretty easy to see which side you'd like, right?
Yeah. Hey folks, I'm here with farmer owner seller Ken Darby, Darby Farms, Allegan, Michigan. And Ken, you have a very nice sprayer here.
Yeah, it's been an excellent unit. It's a 2012 model. It's got around 4,800 hours.
Okay.
120-foot boom. I think other than aim command, it had every option you could get at the time. It's got the ultra boom height control, sensing, as well as swath control and auto steer. Just a pleasure to run and operate. Smooth. Hydropower is just amazing on these machines. I have a set of 7 1038s that I bought brand new as well. We farmed a fair chunk of muck ground, and so it was nice to be able to put the floaters on if we needed it. Made a whole difference there. But no, just been an excellent machine, and it's been a pleasure to run.
Now Ken, I know we talked before and you travel quite a bit to source your used equipment, and the sprayer came out of Nebraska?
It came out of a small town right on the Kansas, Missouri, or not Missouri, excuse me, Nebraska line. And it was in a co-op. First I had a little reserve, but then as I looked around the place, I could see that they were very conscious and taking care of the machine, and it made a yearly trip to the dealership in Grand Isle to be serviced and ready to go. And that kind of complimented the machine, and it gave me the confidence to buy it, and it's been no regrets. It's been a very good machine ever since. And
Ken, you bought it back in 2018?
Yes, sir. I bought it in the winter of 18, February of 18.
Okay.
And been on the farm since. And
I'm guessing now the market was a little different back then. It was a little softer. I'm guessing you probably got a pretty good deal.
At the time, sprayers were quite positive in the market as far as there was quite an availability of them. And that has since changed.
Right.
And I did not want to have to rely on the local co-op myself. I wanted to be able to spray when I felt I needed to spray and it gives me the flexibility of doing it when I wanted and how I wanted. And just was such a simple machine to run, coming from a pull type rig into a self-propelled, going from an 80-foot boom to a 120-foot boom. I thought this is going to be an education, and it wound up being a very smooth transition and a very easy to run machine.
All right, folks, we're going to talk cornhead here, and Ken, you have a Drago GT8 row. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, sir. I bought it halfway through the 21 season. We had a lot of issues with down corn, needed to have something with the end augers. Had a Drago head that did not have the end augers, loved the head. It was a Series 2. I had the opportunity to move up to this one with the augers and the suspended deck plates as well as everything else on it. Just a beautiful head. I completely went through it before going to the field in 22. put new gathering chains and everything on it, ran flawless, nothing wrong with it. Just never ran a head that could harvest corn the way the Drago does. I'm not a company affiliate, but it is one of them pieces of equipment that didn't know a lot about, took a chance on, and wound up being a very good chance. It's been just a tremendous head. Highly recommend the company, very good to work with.
And you had an earlier Drago head.
Yes, the series, I had a Series 2, which is still made today. It's just a little, I believe, and I'm not the machinery expert, but I believe it had a smaller cross auger, which worked fine. It just didn't have the, originally at the time, the end augers. And with that down corn, the head fed excellent, but you would still get that ear that hung over on the sides of the head, and we couldn't get it to, we needed to get out, either put it in or it would fall out. Right. With the auger, it would slide up. The augers, you can adjust your speed on the combine, and it would help that fold it back into the head and then made it harvestable.
Now the GT, your experience you'd heard with the down corn, and I understand it was pretty eye-opening.
Yes, it was, and between the automatic deck plates and the suspended deck plates, just a phenomenal head to run.
Out here, sunrise only means one thing. It's go time. Go rake some hay. Go bale some hay. Go check on the herd. Go get the job done right with equipment built to do all the hard work and make it look easy. Morning, noon, and night. Kubota equipment. Built right, built ready.
The only way I've seen to safely clean aluminum grain and stock trailers is Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner from Dakota Ag Innovations. With over 15 years of proven performance cleaning all types of aluminum, the results speak for themselves. Dirty, stained, and discolored aluminum trailers don't stand a chance against Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner. Safely improve the appearance of your aluminum trailers at home and make a statement with Bright Plus. Order today at trailercleaner.com or find Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner at a farm store near you. What's that piece of equipment worth? Check out Machinery Pete's auction prices for the answer. Free to view, updated daily, all types of equipment. Go to machinerypete.com and click on the auction tab, then auction price data.
You know, the tire grab is unique because of the 3-tine design and has a single cylinder. This allows the unit to actually apply equal pressure, so there's no worry about the tire falling out of the grabber once it gets a hold of it. The tire grabber is designed to be mounted to various types of equipment. So if you had a different adapter, you can actually bolt on the appropriate adapter to fit your power unit.
We have sprayers, combines, everything. We use the tire grabber. It can go down to a 2-man job changing tires and sprayers. This year we had to change combine tires quite often, triple them up and do all that stuff. Just makes it safe, easy, efficient.
We've had grabber for 4+ years now. We change on average 11 to 12 sets per season. Would not be without them and stuff like that. They work so well. Speeds up our change time, stuff like that. But reach in, you can grab hold of them and change them.
The main use we use this tire grabber for is sprayers, unloading combines when they come in off the trucks. Makes it a lot easier to pull the duals off and put new duals on.
And once we tried it, we knew right away that this was a really good product. It holds the tire very secure. You can pick the tires off the ground or you can pick them up standing. Very safe because the tire grabber grabs it very securely, and it's easy to move around, and it's just much safer and quicker.
I bought the tire grabber 6 months ago, and since we bought it, it's sped up our work doing sprayer tires and farm tractor duals, and it's cut our time probably in half on that stuff.
either a 48 or 49 Simpson Jumbo. They were built from World War II surplus parts by a company in Azusa, California, Jumbo Manufacturing. They had up through World War II been building train locomotives. After World War II, there was a surplus of train locomotives because they didn't need to haul all the freight, so they got into tractors. It's got a surplus Chrysler flathead 6-cylinder engine in it. It's a 5-speed Dodge truck transmission. It's got a 2-to-1 gear reduction behind that. As I understand it, that was used on a tank in World War II. It's got a 2-ton Dodge truck rear end under it. So basically, it's a Dodge truck disguised as a tractor. This tractor will run 42 miles an hour on the road. Not that I would advise anybody to drive at 42, but it will. This tractor I found in a hedgerow. The fenders were rusted on it, and the hood had been cut with a torch because somebody wanted to bring the exhaust straight through the top of the hood instead of out the side like it's supposed to be. And we use this tractor at the shows, in parades. Have done a little farming with it, but it's not really a good farm tractor because of the speed it runs. In low gear, wide open, it'll still run about 6 miles an hour. That's original Simpson colors. It was Alice Chalmers orange and Oliver green. The cheapest one of these tractors I've seen was $20,000. The highest one of these tractors I've seen restored brought $70,000. They're pretty rare, pretty expensive if they've been redone.
Hey folks, stay with us. You're not going to want to miss our feature item coming up, a 2014 Case IH 9230 combine. This thing has only 1,659 SEP hours on it. I'm here with John Witter. You have quite a new solution that is going to have a lot of interest, I think, from the farm side and the dealer side.
The system allows us to restore paint back to or better than factory new condition, and most importantly, we can seal and protect that paint so that we do not have to polish it again. The product bonds to the paint and just wipes off with a beautiful finish and shine.
The difference in that's amazing.
It's pretty easy to see which side you'd like, right?
Yeah.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
Hey folks, we're back with Ken Darby, Darby Farms here, Allegan, Michigan, and a feature item on our show here today and on the auction, Ken, is your beautiful combine, a 14 model 9230. Was it 1,650 some SEP hours?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What can you tell us about it?
I bought the machine. I've had it for 2 seasons. I bought it out of Streeter, Illinois, from the Case IH dealer in Streeter, Illinois. I'm the second owner of it.
Yep.
I bought it and brought it home and went completely through the inside, put a new cage and transition cone in it. Just it's kind of the hours suggested that for wear.
Yep.
It's just been an excellent machine for me, no issues. I haven't put a lot of hours on it. Being a one-man show, I have more engine hours than separator because I have to run the machine back to the truck more than if I had a cart operator.
Sure.
But no, it's just an excellent machine. Always a pleasure to run. Compared to when I started, I had an 815 International with a V8 gas engine. And
I was gonna ask
so
you. So
that quite a from span of time, 815, 1480, 2166 to a 2388, 8010 to a 9230. So I've spanned the generations of red iron combines.
That's a pretty good lineage.
Yeah, and that's why I was confident that I had enough know-how to be able to do the rotor cage and transition cone myself. And I did do it by myself, other than a little help putting bolts in the transition cone that I couldn't reach put the nut on.
And Ken, now talking before we started filming here, your that ability to work on machine, that's been a big part of your operation.
Yes.
Because again, you were farming on your own.
Yes, I do farm on my own, and it's just second nature to me. I talked to a good friend of mine that's a Case IH mechanic in Indiana on combines, and when I bought this and I said, hey, I'm gonna have to do some work, what do you suggest? And he's like, well, you probably should have 2 guys help you with the rotor. And kind of got it home and time crunch and everybody else is busy. I'm like, I'm gonna figure this out on my own, and I did, and wouldn't want to do it with help today.
You sound like a Michigan farmer.
Well, you got to be crafty. Yeah. Any farmer has to be.
Well, folks, you know, March and April, 2 of the busiest months on the auction calendar. And as we make our way here towards the second half of April, I'm continuing to see very strong pricing on good condition tractors, kind of in that loader range, mid horsepower on up to the high horsepower 4-wheel drives. And now there were a pair of auctions last Thursday, I think, that provided some examples of what I'm talking about. We'll start off in Tiffin, Ohio, where my friends at United Country, Walton Realty and Auction had a farm sale where they sold this 2012 John Deere 9410R 4-wheel drive, had 1,245 hours on it with a 1,000 PTO. So for $280,000, that's the second highest auction price ever on a Deere 9410R. Now, same sale, they also sold this 2015 John Deere 7250R, 2,025 hours on it, went for $163,770 once you figured in the buyer's fee, and that's the third highest auction price ever on a 7250R. Now, that same day, last Thursday, let's go next door over to Michigan, and we'll change colors from green to blue. My friends at Socorro Auction Service had some really sharp equipment on a sale, including this 2011 New Holland T6050. 2,130 hours worth of loader, went for $65,000, third highest auction price ever on a T6050. And they actually did set a record on this 2015 New Holland T4 110. 2,102 hours on it with a loader, went for $52,000. Well, the used combine market has been really interesting, folks. Beginning back about end of the first week of December of 22, I started to see auction prices soften up on 1 to 3-year-old models, but I've been seeing strong continuing demand on slightly older combines in good condition, and we sure saw that today on our feature item on the auction for the Darby's online retirement auction in Allegan, Michigan. That 2014 Case IH 9230, 2,397 engine hours on it, sold for $165.25. It's actually the highest auction price ever on a Case IH 9230 combine with over 1,800 engine hours on it. And again, this one was right about 2,400. So we will see you back here next week on Machinery Pete TV, folks. Trust me, we'll have some more interesting equipment for you to talk about. Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers, a big iron company. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. For farmers working to lift, change, and repair tires, check out the Tire Grabber at thetiregrabber.com. Protect Systems, it's what professionals choose to clean, polish, and protect their equipment. Protect Systems products are easy to use and provide consistent professional results every time. Big Iron Auctions and the Share Your Legacy program, promoting the future of agriculture with amazing legacy stories from across America.